What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we are here at 131 Motorsports Park, our home track, for some testing. I got a new car you guys haven't seen yet. This is Greg's. He's out there trying to kill bees. Somehow we got bees here and it's really cold out. But this is Greg's 66 Chevelle. When I say we, a group effort of people in our shop, pretty much rebuilt this thing for him. Kirkham Automotive built the engine that's in it. We did brakes. We did a fuel system. We put a cage in it. Nice, cool, hidden two-tone cage to try to keep it as factory looking as possible. Got drag radials on it right now because one, it is very cold, and two, we're the only people here at the racetrack. So getting a little heat in the track is going to help with the radial, and this is a brand new build. Have no idea what to expect, so I'm going to go out, get a few baselines on a radial, hopefully make sure it runs in the 9s, and then get it in the 9s on the factory bias plies that you see sitting right there. And then we brought the 67 Corvette out for, there he is. Oh, I can't take him serious, trying to knock those bees out of the air. Then we brought the 67 Corvette for just some testing. I want to try leaving the second gear. I want to try leaving harder. I want to try different pressures, different shock settings. If you guys remember, we really haven't tested this thing a bunch. We've made like 3 or 4 passes that weren't at an event, and it'll be nice to get the thing out here and try some things and see if we can't get this thing to go a little bit faster. Those of you guys on the last video that watched the steering column go in and out and started freaking out, it's a telescoping wheel, and sometimes if I push the car in the staging lanes, I push on the steering wheel, I end up pushing it in, and then when it takes off, the wheel comes out. It's supposed to have a lock right here that keeps it from moving, but it doesn't actually work. Pass number 2. I pulled a little bit of timing. Hopefully I get the throttle quicker. We'll see how it does. This is not a Corvette or a Camaro. It's definitely a Chevelle. And I have never driven this thing before. But I've worked on it a lot lately, so. Ooh, these belts are tight. We're gonna see what we can do. With a 1.55 60 foot. It's definitely got that in it on a bias ply. Alright, so now that we know that the Chevelle will go down the racetrack, we just put bias plies on it. Greg's adjusting the pressure right now. He's going to go down again with a timing retard now on the bias plies and try to, I think we go 999 or quicker if we get lucky. I don't know, we'll see. The 67 just went 924 at 146 with a 139 60 foot. So there's goal number one. That was what I wanted to do with this thing when I put it together. 139 60 foot, 899 and then 150. I don't know if we're gonna get to that 150. This car does not mile an hour to the quarter mile, but who cares? It works everywhere else. So mile an hour really doesn't win races. ET does, and it is ET-ing very well. So gonna try a few more things in the Corvette, but I think we're gonna send Greg down first, try to get his bias plies working. Then I'm just gonna leave as hard as I can in the Corvette and see what happens. I mean, we're here to test, so might as well do things to test. Well, we just made a pass in Greg's car. I actually didn't put the camera in it, and it didn't go well. Last two passes, it hasn't been right. So actually, the last three passes, we've been fighting with it ever since it went that 999 or 995, whatever it went on the drag radials. So we're done with that thing for the day. I'm gonna make one more pass in the 67, and then we're gonna wrap it up here. I had a little timing to it, and we'll see. I hope it goes a little quicker. I think it'll go a teen today if it hooks up and actually goes down the racetrack. want to cool this down and go again. What are you doing? You didn't have an air filter? Bad as can be.
How fat was it? That should have leaned it out. Did you lift?
No, I was wondering why the heck it went so slow. And then I realized that I don't have an air filter. Alright, so what I believe just happened was Greg's air filter was all messed up. So I grabbed him mine out of my hood, because these go in the hood, they're easy to get, and put it in his car, and then I just made a run without it. And I believe that threw everything off. And I know in the Camaro it runs worse without an air filter on it and an air cleaner. So I'm hoping this will tell me if this thing's back to normal with the air filter in. And then I can tell Hemi Joel that these things actually go slower when they got the air filter out of them, because he seems to think we don't run with air filters. Not sure where he got that information at, but usually when you're faster than somebody, they try to find ways you're cheating. So yeah, went slower without an air filter. So it bogged. You didn't hear it? We need to put those extenders or send this carburetor back to Patrick.
589 in the 8th.
Oh, I didn't even see that. That is flying.
119. 589. And if
it would have went a 130. It would have went like a 19 or an 18 if it didn't bog. But it literally, I almost lifted. It was doing what it did before we lowered the float bowls.
The levels.
Yeah, the levels. Good way to end it for the 67, bad way to end it for Greg's car. He was definitely planning on taking that thing home, and we've got an issue. We will be back here at Martin for a fast race end of October, Friday, I believe the 27th. I don't know the date. I'll put it down here in the bottom. Hopefully we can lower that number a little bit more. What I got going on in the Corvette is this carburetor is just a factory 850 base, and it needs these vents extended so it shoots fuel out of them, and all the other carburetors we have extensions in them that are taller. So when I launch this thing really hard, if the fuel level, if the bowl level is high, it'll shoot fuel over, and then it'll cause the thing to bog. We fixed that, actually. I don't think it was here NMCA, it was at Norwalk NMCA. We lowered the level and it seemed to fix it. Well, I'm leaving even harder on a good racetrack in this good air, and it did it again. So to bog, go 140, 160 foot and still go 921 at 147 and change, Yeah, I'll take that. I am very happy with that. So this thing's just going to keep getting faster. I don't know when it's going to quit getting faster, but I honestly don't know if an 8-second pass is feasible this year. I know I have a lot of things I want to do to it this winter. We literally just threw this thing together, and I haven't touched a single thing. I have not even jetted this carburetor since we put it together. So I mean, literally hardly any maintenance on it, and we're just going to get it through the season. It's already running amazing, but it can definitely run better with a little bit of time. That's going to wrap this video up. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.